This is a demonstration of WB Desktop. This program's a desktop application which taps into the WealthBox CRM system using the WealthBox API and gives you some additional functions and features for accessing your contacts and your tasks. So with WB Desktop, you would set up your users, all your WealthBox users in the system, and they would have access to their accounts here. I have two users in this system, Bill and Tracy. And I select a person. I get their current task list. And we'll come back to the task list in a second. But there's two main functions. This system involves tasks and contacts. So if I go here to my contacts, and I just do a search. So I have two contacts named Smith, and I can search for phone numbers, email addresses, partial names, pretty much the same things you can search in WealthBox. And if you click on a contact, you get the panel over here. So one of the things that WB Desktop has is the ability to work with local folders instead of the cloud folders, because most offices have a lot of data in local folders that are associated with their customers. So this person doesn't have a folder assigned, so I can attach a folder. And I will just make a new folder for Mary Smith. Normally you would probably already have a folder. So I'll go to that and I'll click OK. Now the folder is attached. So anytime I come back to this contact, I can open their folder and look at their local documents. In addition to the folders, you can also pop open your Outlook and send an email. That's part of WealthBox already, but it might be a little easier way. Any contact that you're on, you can go directly into WealthBox from here and view them. And also you can edit the contact directly in WealthBox. And the neat thing is that any other contacts that you've searched for, so the two Smiths come up here, so I can easily jump between the two. So if you're not sure exactly the person you want, it's an easy way to jump in and out of the contact record without going in and out of different screens in WealthBox. Now for any person I find in my search list, I can assign a task. So I have my two users, so I'll assign this task to Tracy. And the neat thing is it tells me right away, Tracy already has two items in her task queue. So that's a useful thing to make a judgment on whether you should maybe give that task to somebody else. But let's just make a task. So let's say call Mary about her college plan. So call that phone call and we'll save it. So that task goes directly into WealthBox. So if I looked at this contact again in WealthBox, I'd see this new task that just came in. And I assigned it to Tracy. There it is there in my task list. And the final thing in the contacts and new tasks is you can quickly add a new contact and it will check for duplicates. So if I put in Mary Smith again, even if I put a different phone number in. Gives me a warning. It says I found a matching name and a matching email address. So at that point, you can choose whether you want to put it in or not, and that prevents you from putting duplicates in. So back to the task list. Under Tracy, I have 3 tasks now. Under Bill, I still have 2. And if you look at this task, call Judy to discuss IRA, it's also showing up on Tracy's list. So one thing that the WB desktop allows you to do is assign a backup to a task. So in this case, I have Bill as a backup. So this is Tracy's task, but it shows up as a backup for me on my list. So that's easy to do. So this task, let's say I wanted to make Tracy the backup, so I'd assign a backup. And now this task will show up on Tracy's task list right there. Same thing for the contacts list. As on the contact screen, I can open the contact folder. I can send an email. I can view the contact. And again, it gives me the contacts who are in my current task list. I can jump into those. I can edit the contact. And the next column is for the task. So clicking on this hyperlink will open up WealthBox for that task. And with the tasks, all the tasks that you have in your list come into here now, so I can jump to other tasks without switching around screens. The comments that go with the task come up here. So if I click here, I have 2 comments. This is a reply. This is another reply. So if I'm in this task, and this is a new reply for this task. That will get reflected back here. Now I have 3 comments, and the most recent one is right there. So the task description, all of these columns you can sort by the name or the date. So there's a little more functionality there than in WealthBox directly. And again, all this data is going right into WealthBox. So that covers the features of this program. And if you like this, you can contact me. So I hope you enjoyed the demo.